All right. Good evening, of you. Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. You can have a look at it. This is not just to threaten you. This is just to tell you that you should start studying seriously. That you should start seriously. Yes. So, good evening, everyone. Are you? Yes. Very good. Shubh Chandra Pratish. Thank you, Chandan. Very good. Yes. It's a big myth. People generally say organic is hard. It's not hard. It's just you need to understand it. That's all I can say. Okay? What you should find in this meme is you will be at this end if you don't study properly. Okay? You will be at this end if you don't study properly. And I don't want to be at this end. Okay? You can assume yourself being this and me being this. But I don't want to do that. Is it? Not really. I have seen it, Adesh. Of course, Pranav. Yeah. Chalo. Let's start quickly. So what did we study yesterday? Anyone? What did we study yesterday? Classification of haloalkanes and haloarenes, right? Classification of, yes, and IUPAC nomenclature of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Correct. Now let us do a quick recall test on this. Yes. Let us do a quick recall test on this. Find the sum of vinylic and allylic halides in the following compound. Right? Not really. We'll do only the Kahoot in the end of the class. I don't want to introduce every time again and again. It makes it little uncomfortable. So let me give you the options for this. You have to report the sum of vinylic and allylic halides in this compound. How many vinylic halides are there and how many allylic halides are there? Yes. You can do it quickly. All right. So let's give you another 10 seconds to vote this out. It's not a tough question, so I'll not give you much time for this. It's an easy one. Right. So let us end it on a count of 3, 2, 1. Let's end it now. So let us end it now. Right. So here we go. So you can see most of you have answered C, right? Let us see what's the exactly answer. I will take all the halides one by one. So what about this fluoride? What about this fluoride? It is allylic or vinylic? What about this fluoride? It is allylic or vinylic? Pritesh, what are you talking, man? This fluoride is allylic or vinylic? Very good, Gauri. Very good. Ravi Kiran. Very good. It is nothing. It is nothing. It is neither allylic nor vinylic. It is nothing. Right? You can tell him, Pritesh. Pritesh, Pranav is trying to say that you are messed up because of lockdown. I have conveyed your message, Pranav, to Pritesh. Okay? Right. You guys can fight once the lockdown gets over. Right? I will provide you all the weapons, all the aeroplanes, all the anti-tank machines, everything I'll provide you. You guys can fight. Okay? Chalo. So this is a double bond. The next carbon is allylic carbon. This is vinylic carbon. So the next carbon is nothing. Double bond, next carbon is allylic. So this bromine is allylic. This bromine is allylic. Right? Yes, Ketan. So what about this iodine? What about this iodine? It is anionic or vinylic? It is allylic or vinylic? It is vinylic because it is a halogen on the double bonded carbon. So it is vinylic. This halogen, chlorine, it is allylic or vinylic? It is, yes, Chandan. It is allylic or vinylic? It is allylic. It is allylic, not vinylic, because it is on carbon next to the double bond. So it is allylic. Now check this chlorine. It is allylic or vinylic? It is also allylic, because it is also on a carbon next to the double bond. So total how much you get? You get total 3 allylic and 1 vinylic. Right? So your sum comes out to be 4. But everybody has answered C blindly. Many of you have answered C blindly. Majority of you have answered C. So the correct answer here is B. I hope it is clear. Yes. Is that clear, everyone? Yes, Tanush. Is that clear, everyone? I hope there is no doubt in this. So majority of you must have this one wrong. That's the reason I had kept this. यहाँ सारे halogen दिए हुए हैं. Everyone will be something. Everyone will be either allylic or vinylic. So let us mark 5. है ना? That's the reason. No, Gokul. You'll count it only once. You'll count it only once. Okay. So somebody is asking. I had given you homework also, is it? Yeah. I had given you the homework here. What was the answer to this homework? Yes. What was the answer to this homework? What was the answer to this homework? This is an interesting one, guys. What is the answer to the homework you have got? You can post on the chat if you have done. This is a very tricky one. Not really. Shreya, no. No, all of you are wrong. Almost all of you are wrong. No. Chalo, let's see this. So first thing is, your parent chain is not methane now. Your parent chain is cyclohexene now. Why your parent chain is cyclohexene now, not methane? Anybody who can tell? Because double bond is considered as a functional group. It has some priority. Bromine do not have priority. So you have to consider that as the main chain, which is your having double bond. So now my main chain is, let us number it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your main chain. In this main chain, first position pe you have CH2Br. It will be named as side chain, or you can, there are two ways of naming it. Either you can name it as a complex, right? Or you can name it as an alkyl also. Both are correct. So first let me name this main chain. So you have cyclohex 6, so hex. Double bond is present at second position and fifth position. So hex 2, 5. There are two double bonds, so diene. Suffix for double bond is ene. Since there are two double bonds, therefore diene. Right? Double bond is getting lowest position only, Ravi Kiran. Double bond is getting lowest position only. Acha, हाँ, got it. Sorry guys, my mistake. Just a minute. That's the tricky part here. Just a minute. No, Ravi Kiran. If you give the lowest, yes, correct. We have to give the lowest number to double bond. This is wrong. Just a minute. We have done the numbering wrong. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will become this. Yes. 6 will become this. So your double bond position is 1 and 4. It will be 1 and 4. Since it is no Ganesh, go clockwise numbering. What will change if I go clockwise numbering? What will change if I go clockwise, anti-clockwise? It's not going to change, right? So now let us name this compound. This is cyclo. So cyclo hex 1,4-diene. Now this group you can name it either as a complex substituent. Array guys, if you start from here or you start from here, both will be correct. It will not matter whether you start the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or you start the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both are same. It will not matter. Okay? So what I said, this is the parent chain. Now this can be written either as a complex or this is a methyl group. On the methyl group, what have you attached? Bromine. So methyl group pe first position pe there is a bromine. So rather than writing a methyl, you will write 1 bromomethyl. 1 bromomethyl, and this whole is present at which position? 6th position. Right? So we are naming it as a complex substituent. So how do you name a complex substituent? This is your main chain, finished here. Now this is the carbon 6 on which this group is present. So 6th position pe this whole group is known as complex substituent. Why? Because your methyl is not normal methyl, it has bromine also in it. So if it was CH3, you would have named it as methyl, but since there is a Br in it, you will name it as bromomethyl. And this Br is present on which carbon? First carbon of the side chain. So you will name it as 1 bromomethyl, right? So this is the exact answer you will get. Okay? 6,1 bromomethyl cyclohex 1,4-diene is the correct answer. Is that clear, everyone? Yes. Is that clear, everyone? Yes. But the problem here is if you name it as a complex, yeah, it is fine. Basan, no. If we start from 4 in anti-clock, you get 1, 4 again. Yeah, correct. Yes, I got it. What you guys are saying. Yes. The numbering is wrong, guys. Again, sorry. But the numbering is again wrong. Just let me correct it. So numbering will start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now also the position of double bond is same. That is 1 and 4. Okay? But in this numbering, the advantage is your complex is present at 3rd position rather than being present at 6th position. So it will become 3. Okay? So this is what you get. 3 pay you will get 1 bromo. Okay? If I start from 5, I'll get, now whether you start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or whether you start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you'll get same. Okay? You can start from wherever you want. Complex must be at lower position. Complex we have given third position. No, Chandan, we have to give lower position to double bond, not complex. Not complex. Okay? So this one is correct. Let's move to our today's class. Yes. One more example. I need to make it, man. There is no examples which exist like this. Chalo, let me try. You can try this one at home, guys. Try this one again. You can try this one. Okay? You can try this one as homework. We'll discuss it tomorrow. Practice this one. Practice this one. We'll discuss it tomorrow. Okay? Secondary and tertiary are not same, Athar. How can secondary and tertiary be same? Here I have drawn only 2 carbon, Athar. Okay? The question is IUPAC name, guys. क्या बोल रहे हो? Question is write the IUPAC name of this compound. Okay? You can try this question. This is Cl. Okay? This is question only. This is the question. Write the name of IUPAC name of this compound. Yes. Yes, Pratiksha. I have gone back. No, that was not looking like Q. That was Cl only. Yes. Done, Pratiksha? Alright. So let's move ahead with today's topic. Homework question is this. Cl and Br are the halogens present here. And take any random molecule, try to write its name. Simple. That will make you more comfortable in this. Right? That's a better approach. Hey, no, Pranam. It was same yesterday. Chalo, let's take today's class. We are going to discuss the methods of preparation of alkane. So many of this we have already done it in hydrocarbons. Many of them will learn today. So let us start with the first preparation method. So देखो, in this पूरा second year chapter, you have to you have to study functional group in one chapter. So when you do this, you should always remember it like this. How can I prepare alkyl halide or haloalkane? From alkanes, from alkenes, from alcohols, from carboxylic acids. How can I prepare? You should remember in the form of the flow chart. Then only it is easier to remember. Otherwise, it's very difficult to remember. Okay? Alright. So let's take it from alkenes. So by halogenation of alkenes, we can prepare haloalkane. We have done it in detail in first year. Here we'll discuss only few parts here. We'll discuss it briefly. So how to carry out the halogenation of alkanes, right? If you take, for example, methane, right? If you take methane and treat it with chlorine in sunlight, I'm just recalling stuff for you. In the presence of sunlight, sunlight gives energy, and energy is in the form of photons. We have studied in second year structure of atom. Energy is equals to h nu. H nu is the energy of the sun in the form of photons. So what happens is generally HCl is eliminated and you get what? CH, H, H, Cl plus HCl. You get this. Correct? Yes, Basavraj. Very good. Next step, what happens? We take another molecule of Cl, then another HCl is eliminated. It will keep on happening until your hydrogens are consumed. Until your hydrogens are consumed completely. Plus HCl. Right? Keep doing it. Again. Eliminate it and you get CH, Cl, Cl, Cl. Then again take another molecule of HCl, Cl2 in the presence of sunlight. Again HCl is eliminated and you will get CCl4. Okay? You'll get this. This is your halogenation. So basically there are two things here. If you take chlorine in excess, what does it mean? Chlorine is present in more amount. So this reaction will keep on happening. Right? It will stop here. But if you take methane in excess and chlorine only one molecule, then only one time halogenation will take place. That means halogenation will take place only one time, right? What is the general formula of alkanes? Alkanes have a general formula of CnH2. Dhanush. This is the general formula of alkane, right? So any doubt in this reaction, anyone? Yes, everyone. Any doubt in this reaction, chlorination of methane? We'll discuss its mechanism also. Some questions on this. Yes. Anyone having any doubt in this? Very good. No doubt. That's good. That means you have studied the first year properly. Even if you have not attended first year classes, then also if you have doubt, please ask. I am assuming you have not studied. Chalo. Let us take this. Next, what I can do is, I will write it here. If halogen is in excess, alkane plus halogen, if halogen is in excess, then you get polychlorination or polyhalogenation. That means more than one time halogenation will take place. And if you take alkane in excess, right? If you take more amount में alkanes, then monohalogenation will take place. That means halogenation will happen only one time. Monohalogenation take place. Okay? Now, if you take the mechanism of this reaction, it occurs in 3 steps. It's a 3-step mechanism. Many books may you'll see many variations of this mechanism, right? So the first step was initiation of the reaction. First step may you do initiation, right? First step is initiation. So before I go to the initiation, can you tell me the mnemonic? And it also, you should also remember, it follows free radical mechanism. It follows free radical mechanism. Can you guys tell me what was the mnemonic we used for free radical mechanism? When free radical mechanism takes place? When free radical mechanism takes place? Under what conditions free radical mechanism take place? Yes. Anyone who remember? We had said free radical mechanism takes place. Why H nu is used before the reaction? Yes. Don't put the, just wait. We'll discuss it. If you see anywhere help, right? This is what we had discussed. If you see heat, if you see electricity, if you see light, light means wave, photon, and if you see peroxide. If you see any of these 4, then mechanism goes by free radical mechanism and free radical substitution takes place, right? So what is the first step here? Since you are using light in this reaction, reaction goes by free radical mechanism. Let us see how the reaction proceeds. So first step may Cl-Cl bond. You have taken chlorine. Since the atoms are same, right? Before I go ahead, let me recall, in case you guys have forgot, the bond cleavage is of 2 types. Bond fission is of 2 types. Bond fission is of 2 types. Just to recall, bond fission is of 2 types. What are those types? Homolytic and heterolytic. These are the 2 types of bond fission. Because I don't want you to struggle in understanding the charge distribution. So there are 2 types of bond distribution, bond cleavage. In homolytic bond cleavage, what happens? Atom A and B, shared pair of electrons. If electronegativity of atom A is equal to electronegativity of atom B, then the bond breakage happens like this. This is called homolytic cleavage. That means this B will take its own electron and separate, A will take its own electron and separate. So when they take their own electrons and separate, then you get A plus B, right? Neutral atoms, because no one is taking extra electron, no one is losing electron, no charge. But you will get free radicals. Why you get free radicals? Because the electrons which you have got after the bond breakage will not be in ground state. They will be having some energy. They will be in excited state. So they will be highly reactive. So that's why we say them as free radicals. You get free radicals. But in heterolytic cleavage, what happens? In A and B atom, if electronegativity of B is greater than A, then the bond breaks towards more electronegative atom. That means this bond will break towards B because B is more electronegative. Double arrow means B will take its own electron as well as it will take the electron of A. Correct? Radicals can't be positive or negative. So since B takes its own electron as well as the electron of A, B will not be neutral. It has taken extra one electron of A. It will become negative charge. And A has given one electron. A has lost electron. A has lost negative charge. So it will become A plus. Right? Basically, you get ions formed. Ions are formed in this heterolytic cleavage. How to know which gets more negative charge? The atom having the arrow will get a negative charge. Atom not having the arrow will get a positive charge. Right? This is how the bond cleavage takes place. Is this clear, everyone? Yes. Is this clear, everyone? Always free radicals are of high energy. Correct, Naresh. You are right. The next point we have studied here is that if you take CaCl in the presence of sunlight, energy photons will fall on chlorine molecule. If you have done numerical in what do we say, structure of atom, there is a numerical on this. What should be the energy of the photon so that the bond breaks here and chlorine travels with a kinetic energy X? There is a numerical on photoelectric effect which comes on this concept. Okay? So that question very usually comes if you have to solve it in structure of atom. It's a very common question in structure of atom. Chalo. If you have not solved, no problem. Go home, open book, solve. It's there in every book. Okay? So now when the photon falls on it, the bond between Cl and Cl will break. Since the Cl and Cl are same atom, electronegativities are same, homolytic cleavage will take place. And since homolytic cleavage takes place, you will get two Cl radicals. You will get two radicals. Now this Cl radical in the propagation step abstract hydrogen from methane molecule. Right? So CH, again electronegativity difference is very less, 2.1 and 2.5. So since the electronegativity difference is very less and in the presence of free radical, the bond cleavage will occur again by homolytic cleavage, so that you will get H radical here and carbon radical. So H radical might combine with Cl radical to form HCl. We are talking about possibilities, and then you will get CH3 radical formed. Right? So like dot indicates one electron. Correct, Lakshmi? You are right. One dot indicates one electron, like Lewis dot structure. Then what happens in next step? The last step is termination. So what happens in termination? All radicals will combine. So CH3 radical can combine with another Cl radical to form a bond, and you will get your product form. You will get your product form. Right? So you have got what? You have replaced the hydrogen by Cl, halogenation of alkane. So you got chloromethane. You got chloromethane. Now what we want to do here is we want to name all these compounds which are formed here. If you want to write the IUPAC name of this compound, it is 1 carbon. So chlorohaloalkane is the IUPAC name. So it will become 1-chloromethane. This is the IUPAC name of this compound, right? And what is the common name of this compound? It is methyl chloride. Alkyl halide is the IUPAC name. I hope you have done it yesterday. Then, what is the IUPAC name of this compound? First carbon pe there are 2 halogens. So you will write 1, 1, 2 halogens, therefore dichloro, 1 carbon alkane, methane. The common name of this compound, CH2. CH2 group is known as methylene group. So common name of this compound is, we are writing in brackets, methylene chloride. Okay? Then this compound, 3 halogens on first carbon, so 1, 1, 1, trichloromethane. Common name of this compound is chloroform. It is your chloroform. And this compound name will be 4 halogen on first carbon, 1, 1, 1, tetrachloromethane. Tetrachloromethane. Common name of that compound is carbon tetrachloride. Why I discuss lot of name is because sometimes question comes in the form of name and you quit it and come. You don't do it because you don't know their name. And that's what I don't want. So now let us come back to our mechanism. So what I said here was the bond breaks in the presence of sunlight to form homolytically to form Cl radical. That Cl radical combines with the methane and the bond breaks in the presence of Cl radical homolytically. So H radical is formed and carbon radical is formed. H radical combines with Cl radical to form HCl, and carbon radical which is formed here will combine with another Cl radical to form CH3Cs. So basically these 3 steps you can combine and summarize this reaction. Some more facts about this reaction. If you talk about reactivity of halogens, right, where HCl go, it will remain in solution only. It will remain in solution only, Lakshmi. We have to separate HCl and alkyl halide. It will remain in solution only. We have to separate HCl and alkyl halide, right? So you have to, after the reaction, you have to separate these 2 compounds by chromatography and other techniques. Okay? So reactivity, if you talk about, what is the order of reactivity for this? The order of reactivity which has been found for this is fluorine is more reactive then chlorine, then bromine, then iodine. This is the order of reactivity, right? Fluorine is highly reactive, then chlorine, then bromine, then iodine, right? Now, if you see this carefully, there is one important part about iodination. There is one very important part about iodination. What is that? For iodination, for adding iodine, you can say that the reactivity here is more because fluorine is more reactive because fluorine-fluorine bond is highly unstable. You study it in P because of lot of electronic repulsion. Fluorine-fluorine bond is highly unstable. It will break easily. That's the reason which is given here, right? So the problem with the iodination is, I had told you something, I guess, in first year also. What did I tell you about this? What is the problem with iodination? Yes, very good. It is reversible. That means if you react alkane, RH is alkane. How do you know RH is alkane? Take any alkyl group, CH3. Attach hydrogen to it. It becomes what? CH4, methane. So this is alkyl group R, this is H. So RH is a way of representing alkane, right? So RH, if you react it with the iodine, what do you get is, you get Ri. So let us write it like this. Sorry guys. So you'll get HI form, right? But I had told you HI is highly unstable compound. It is highly unstable compound because of its weak bond. It easily gets converted into I2 molecule and the reaction becomes reversible. The reaction becomes reversible. So HI formed will again get converted into I2, right? By reacting with Ri. The reaction is reversible. It is very difficult to prepare this compound. Then how do we make sure the reaction is not reversible or HI do not react with Ri again to give you these two compounds? How do we make sure that? So what we do for that is we use what? We use strong oxidizing agent. Very good, Basavraj. We use oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent like HNO3, HiO3, any these oxidizing agents we can use. So what is the role of these oxidizing agents? So this Hi will be consumed by oxidizing agents. If you take HiO3, it will convert your HiO3 will convert your Hi into I2 plus water, right? So this is what will happen. So what happens is all the Hi formed here will react with HiO3 to get converted into I. So there is no Hi left in the beaker which can react with Ri to give you your reactant back. So as soon as Hi is formed, it is reacted immediately with HiO3 to convert into I2, so that Hi do not react with Ri, right? That is the reason we use HiO3 or HNO3 here. Yes, is that clear everyone? Yes, is that clear everyone? Any doubt in this, please ask. If there is any doubt in this, please ask. If there is any doubt in this, please ask. Yes, reaction with fluorine is highly exothermic. I think I have told this in last year. Fluorine reactions are highly exothermic. It is difficult to control these reactions. Fluorine particle is like blastingly very fastly reactive. It reacts very fast. Okay? Now, let us take this. This is the last slide. This is the last slide. You get it. Yes. This reaction do not occur in dark generally. This reaction is it can occur in dark, but the reaction is very slow in dark. So that's why it's difficult to monitor the dark reaction. Okay? This reaction is very slow in dark conditions. Right? Now, one more thing here you can take is, if you take alkanes and react with SO2Cl2, right? Thionyl chloride. It is called thionyl chloride. So this is also used for chlorination. Here also mechanism goes free radical, right? So in this case you will get RCl plus HCl plus SO2. You will get this, right? Please remember this. This is very important, right? Now, this is what you need to know in this particular chapter, in this particular reaction. Now let us take some questions on this. Do you remember what question generally we get on this? Generally we get on this is how many monochloro products are formed. Practice this. This is sufficient. We'll not take as extensive examples as we took in first year. We'll only summarize how many monochloro products are formed. This is a general question which we get, right? So how do we know how many monochloro products are formed? We generally either form it or we check how many different types of carbon are there. Okay? For example, if you take ethane, So ethane में monochloro means only one time chlorination you have to do, not multiple times. Can we say SO2Cl2 is double displacement reaction? Actually, it doesn't happen like this. The reaction here is something like this. The radicals are generated like this. So radicals here combine to form a lone pair, and two Cl radicals are generated here, which reacts. So double displacement, so I can't say. Okay? Gauri, are you asking about this reaction? This is simple, Gauri. So this bond will break homolytically. You'll get radical here, which will combine to form a lone pair. Two Cl radicals will be formed. In the presence of Cl radical, this bond will break homolytically. R will combine with Cl radical. H will combine with another Cl radical. You'll get HCl plus RCl. Is that clear? Gauri now? Double decomposition, yes, you can say, but double displacement. Yes. What is FR? Where is FR? Free radical mechanism. Free radical mechanism. Okay? Oxidation state you can find, Adesh. Cl will be -1 only, oxidation state. Cl is always -1, Adesh. Chalo. Now if you come back to this, CH3, how many monochloro products you can get? So identically there are two ways of saying this. So number of monochloro product formed is always equal to number of different type of carbon. Either you do that. So this is methyl, both are identical. This is bonded to a carbon having 3 hydrogen. This is also bonded to a carbon having 3 hydrogen. So both are identical carbons. So their products will be same, right? So you can say only one monochloro product. If you still don't understand it, you do your work, try to form all the carbon by product. If you replace this hydrogen by Cl, you will get what? CH2Cl, Cl2 sunlight. If you try to replace this hydrogen with Cl, you will get H2Cl, CH3. But you should observe both the products are same. How they are same products? Name them. This carbon should get first number 1, 2. So it is 1-chloroethane. Right? Here also numbering should start from this carbon. So 1, 2. This is also 1-chloroethane. Because carbon having functional group should be given lower number. So both of them are having same carbon, same name. That means both are same compound. That's why you're getting only one compound here. Why both Cl can't come in both carbon? Dhanush, you are forming monochloro product. You are not forming dichloro product so that you will attach two Cl. Dhanush, we are talking about monochloro product, not dichloro product. You are talking about dichloro product. Okay, this was very easy. Now, similarly, we can discuss how many in propane. How many in propane? Yes. How many monochloro products in propane? Yes. 2 monochloro products. Right? Why 2 monochloro products? Because this CH3 and this CH3 are identical. Why they are identical? Because both of them are bonded to CH2. So they are same. And then this CH2 is different. CH3 and CH2 are different. One product will be with the CH3, one will be with CH2. So the two products you'll get will be CH3, CH2, CH2Cl, 1-chloropropane. Then with this carbon you'll get CH3, CH, Cl, CH3. Right? You'll get total 2 monochloro products. If you try to put one Cl here, then again numbering will start from here because Cl should get lower number. Then again it will become 1-chloropropane, which is same as this. Okay? Yes. Any doubt till now, guys? Please ask. If there is any doubt till now, please ask. If anyone has any doubt till now, please ask. Yes, anyone having any doubt, please ask. देखो, if I am saying anyone means anyone. If I randomly ask questions, you have to answer them. ठीक है? All right. So what factor decides whether Cl will be bonded to the central carbon atom from top to bottom? Question is only not clear. There is no meaning in your question. Pranav, add some meaning here. All right. So now, if you take some more example. Now, if you take this compound, how many monochloro products you will get? How many monochloro products you can get? Think carefully while answering. Think carefully while answering. Think very carefully while answering, not just carefully. Dhanush, what are you asking, Dhanush? The second Cl is released as HCl, Dhanush. Dhanush, you are doing basic mechanism wrong. Second Cl is replaced as HCl. So let us see how many monochloro products. So this compound is symmetrical. What does it mean? These two CH3 are identical. Why? This is CH3 bonded to CH2. This is also CH3 bonded to CH2. So these two are same. Then these two CH2 are also same. Why? CH2 bonded to CH3 and CH2. This is CH2 bonded to CH2 and CH3. Same. So other way you can do is bisect this compound equally. So since you can bisect this compound equally, you get two identical halves. Right? So the product of this half and this half will be same. So one you will get from this carbon, one you will get from this carbon. Let us draw both CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, one Cl here, and then let us draw with CH3 carbon, CH3, CH2, 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 Cl. You will get first carbon पे chloro. So this is one chlorobutane, two chlorobutane. You will get two compounds. Okay? Now you have to check optical isomers also. Two to normal structural isomers, position isomers. I told you yesterday, you can also get optical isomer. Guys, I told you yesterday, geometrical isomer are not possible in the haloalkanes. It is possible. In cycloalkanes, if you keep Cl, then it is possible. Okay? Now check this. If you take carbon, this is bonded to four different groups. So there is a chiral center. There is a chiral center. Correct? There is a chiral center. So in this compound will exist and its optical isomer. That means its mirror image. If it is dextrorotatory, its mirror image will be levorotatory. Both of them will exist. So this is your compound 1. Compound 2 will be mirror image of this. Does it contain any chiral center? Does it contain any chiral center? No. This is carbon having two hydrogens same, carbon having two same hydrogens, two hydrogens same, three hydrogens same. No carbon is having all four groups different. So definitely there is no chiral carbon here. Right? So this is your third compound. No isomer, optical isomer possible for this. So total isomer for this compound is equal to 3. Is that clear? Chandan, we are not fixing it. It can be levo also. We don't know. It can be dextro. I have just given randomly. If it is dextro, it will be levo. If it is levo, it will be dextro. That's all. Okay? So these are the three compounds possible for this. Chain isomers will not include Kushal because during the halogenation, chain isomerization is not possible. In that way, if you draw the chain isomer of this, you will get different number of products. You have to find the number of products from this compound. not its from its chain isomer. ठीक है? Yes, yes, you are always correct, beta. I am proud of you. Chalo, let's move to one question on this, similar question on this. Let's do a similar question on this, then we'll back to the next reaction. Out of the 4 isomeric hexanes, which can give only 2 monochloro products? Which can give only 2 monochloro products? I am giving you the options now. Which can give only 2 monochloro products? Which can give only 2 monochloro products out of these 4? Out of these 4 isomeric hexanes, which of these will give only 2 monochloro products? You can start voting now. Draw their structures. Do not do mistakes. Do not do randomly. Draw their structures and try to find. Try to find after drawing the structures only. All right. So we'll end it on a count of 3, 2, 1. Now. So let's end it now and see what's the answer. So I've got some answers here also. Let's see what you guys have answered. I will check your answer only. I'll not check all the options. So you guys have, majority of you have answered C. That's good. Let's see the answer. So I'll start with C only and see whether you guys are correct or not. So C option is 2,3-dimethyl-butane. So first draw butane. 1, 2, 3, 4. So second position में methyl. Third position में methyl. So CH3, CH3, CH3. 2,3-dimethyl-butane. H, H. Let us see how many monochloro products can be formed here. If you take this, you can bisect this compound like this into equal halves. That means the product obtained by this part and this part will be same. So no need to calculate separately for this part and this part. So we will see only how much products are obtained from this part. So in this part also you observe CH3 is bonded to CH. This CH3 is also bonded to CH. So that means these two CH3 are also identical. The two CH3 are identical. So they will form the same product, right? So one product is formed with this CH3 and second product is formed with this CH. So the two products you will get will be, left part remains as it is, we are not touching it. And here you will get CH3, one with the CH3 and other with the CH. You will get these two products. You will get these two products, right? No other. If you see other way, if you don't want to bisect it and do, you can simply say all four CH3 are identical because all of them are bonded to CH. Then you can say these two CH are identical because this is CH having 2 methyl, CH having 2 methyl. So both the CH are identical. So one product with CH, one with CH3. Two products in total you will get. Right. That's all we have in this reaction. Now in first compound, if you check, there is this and this. Four groups are different. So there is a chiral center here. If there is a chiral center here, you can have its mirror image also. So sometimes questions they expect you to consider optical isomer. Sometimes they expect you not to consider optical isomer, right? So in that case, that's a tricky question. You have to go with options. So let us see if by considering or without considering option we get what. Without you get 2, with optical isomer you get 3. Check the other options also. Hexane, it can never be hexane. Hexane can never be the correct answer. Why hexane can never be the correct answer? Because if you bisect it like this, there are 3 different carbons. You'll get 3 products with hexane. You'll get 3 products with hexane. So hexane will give 3 products. 3 MCP. Right? Now you guys are asking this. I have not considered the optical isomers in hexane. I have considered only the structural isomer in hexane. So it is 3. So here, Atharv, it's a chiral center, no? Hydrogen, CH3, CH2Cl, and this whole 4 groups are different. Atharv. Yes, I know optical isomer I am not considering in hexane because I am not considered here also. Let us check option A. And with optical isomers, it is 3 without optical isomer. With optical isomer, it is greater than 3. Okay? Now let's check option A. 2-methyl pentane. CH3. This is 2-methyl pentane. 2-methyl pentane. Right? Now you can check how many products are possible for this. So obviously hexane is wrong. It can never have 2 products with monochloro or without optical isomer or with optical isomer. It never have 2. So in this, these 2 CH3 are identical. So they will give you 1 product. This CH will give you another product. This CH2 are different because this is CH2 bonded to CH. This is CH2 bonded to CH3. So obviously there will be 3rd product here, 4th product here, 5th product here. You'll get 5 products without optical isomer. Right? So obviously with optical isomers it will be more. So this has 2 without optical isomer, this has 3 without optical isomer, this has 5 without optical isomer. You can do B also, 2,3-dimethyl butane, 2,2-dimethyl butane. In 2,2-dimethyl butane, all these CH3 are identical. So they will give you 1 product. Why they are identical? Because all of them are bonded to the same carbon. So they will give you 1 product. 2nd product with this CH2. 3rd product with this CH3. So here also you get 3 without optical isomer. So I guess the question is asking only without optical isomer. 3 without optical isomer. So without optical isomer, only 1 is giving you 2 isomers, that is C. So the correct answer will be C. Right? In A, there will be more, there will be a chiral carbon. Chiral carbon is possible in A, Chetna. In A, if you see, this is the molecule. These 2 CH3 are identical because they are bonded to same CH. So they will give you 1 product. CH will give you another product. Second, this hydrogen of CH. CH2 is separate, this CH2. Both CH2 are different. Because this is CH2 bonded to CH, this is CH2 bonded to CH3. So both the CH2s are different. So this will give you 3rd product, this will give you 4th product. This CH3 is different from the CH3 obviously. So they will give you 5th product. So total 5 products. This CH3 and these CH3 are different. This is CH3 bonded to CH, this is CH3 bonded to CH2. So obviously they are different. So 5 without monochloro. If you consider optical isomers also, if you put Cl here, then this carbon becomes chiral. 1, 2, 3rd hydrogen, 4th this group. So it will have even more. Okay? Yes. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear, everyone? This is a very common question in exams. Yes. Chalo, let's move ahead. One more preparation we'll do. Let's do one more preparation, that is from alkenes. From alkenes, you can do many ways में preparation. The first of them is by addition of halogen acids. By addition of halogen acids. You will get it by addition of halogen acids. What are halogen acids? HX, where X can be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Okay? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. This is your halogen acids. Now, if you react it with alkenes, how the reaction takes place? We have already done it. We'll do it again. It comes under the reaction of electrophilic addition reaction. It comes under electrophilic addition reaction. So those who know it, very good. Those who don't know it, please follow what I do. Okay? So I will, and here you apply something called Markovnikov rule. I hope you guys remember Markovnikov rule. So let me tell in short what was Markovnikov rule. Hydrogen goes to that carbon, hydrogen, or you can say positive part of the reagent goes to that carbon which has more number of hydrogen on double bonded carbon atom. This is what it means in short, right? Yes, Pranav. So the hydrogen will be added to that carbon of the double bond which has more number of hydrogen atoms. This is what the rule says. Okay? Now I told you hydrocarbon mein Markovnikov rule is not that important if you understand the stability of carbocation. That is very important factor. Let us see how the reaction occurs. First, I'll apply the Markovnikov rule, draw the product, then I'll tell you how it happens. Right? So see, if you take propene, that is CH3, CH double bond CH2. This is propene, and if you add HCl to it, let us say. So now hydrogen, we know HCl gives you H plus and Cl minus. So positive part will go and add to that carbon of double bond with more number of hydrogen. So which carbon has more hydrogen? This carbon. So hydrogen will add to this carbon, Cl will add to this carbon. In short. So this is how you draw the product. CH3, CH2, sorry. So CH2. Now this carbon has more hydrogen among the double bond carbon. Double bond carbon means these two carbons. So which has more hydrogen? It has one hydrogen, it has two hydrogen. The carbon having more number of hydrogen will get hydrogen. So this will get hydrogen, so that CH2 will become CH3 and this will become Cl. Correct? This is how the reaction is written according to the rule. Now I will try to explain the mechanism behind this. How it happens according to the mechanism. All of you have done this in first year also. Still let us do it. So HCl being an acid, acids have a property of giving H plus ion. So HCl is an acid, it will give H plus ion. Right? So if it H plus ion, this bond will break like this. Right? It can, this pi bond can also break like this. We can break it both the ways. Right? Let us try to break both ways. A, B. So let us see what we get if we break it from path A. From path A, I'll get. So if you break it like this, CH2 will get minus, CH will get plus. We have done hydrolytic cleavage. We have said the atom having arrow gets negative charge. So negative charge carbon will take H plus. So you'll get CH3, CH plus, CH2 minus will take H plus and form a bond with it. CH, you should know this. CH2 has a minus charge, H has plus charge, plus minus will attract each other and form a bond. So CH2 becomes CH3. Right? So you get a carbocation. Carbon having a positive charge is known as carbocation. Right? This is a carbon having a positive charge is directly bonded to two carbon. So it is a secondary carbocation. But if you break it through path A, then the bond breaks like this. This carbon gets a negative charge. Negatively charged carbon takes H plus and you'll get CH2 here. And since the bond breaks like this carbon will get a positive charge. So you'll get CH2 plus. Correct? So this carbon having a positive charge, that is carbocation, is directly bonded to one carbon. Therefore, it is a primary carbocation. It's a primary carbocation. And we know what is the order of stability of carbocation. Tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary, then primary, generally. Okay? So, since secondary carbocation is more stable, therefore it will be formed. Primary carbocation is less stable, therefore it is not formed. We will not form this carbocation. Right? So, this is the correct cleavage. This is wrong cleavage. We will not draw this. Now, what happens in the next step? In the next step, from your HCl, H plus has been used, Cl minus will come, and Cl minus will form a bond with carbon having plus charge. So that you get CH3CH, CH3, carbon having a positive charge, and Cl, carbon having a positive charge, and Cl minus will form a bond. So you got 2-chloropropane. You got 2-chloropropane. Is that clear? So we are almost done with this. Your homework is you will write the product of this. This is already done in first year also still. CCl3, CH double bond CH2. When you treat it with HBr, what is the product obtained? Try to do this as a homework. We have not done any shift example, Basavraj. We will do it most likely in Monday class. Okay? So try to do this as a homework. Alright, we are done here with today's topics. Time is also up. We'll start the Kahoot. We will start the Kahoot. Guys, rearrangement example. So those who have not attended the first year classes, I would suggest you to, between Friday and Saturday, utilize your time to study till electronic effects. Stereoisomerism you can skip, but IUPAC also you can skip. From first year, please watch the videos of inductive effect, mesomeric effect, and hyperconjugation effect. These three factors, please finish it in Saturday, Sunday class so that you can understand organic better. So I will write it here. Those who have missed first year topics, videos are there on YouTube. For them, there is another homework in Saturday and Sunday. Please understand inductive effect, hyperconjugation, resonance, minimum these three. These effects and its applications. Please finish it within these days so that you can understand better what I have taught. So tomorrow is a holiday. Aromaticity is not that relevant. These three are more important ones. Let me share the screen and see who wins it today. It's a general knowledge quiz. There is no particular theme of the quiz today. It's a general knowledge quiz which everybody should know. No, Dhanush. Yes, so here you can see screen. Pin is 404908. 404908. Don't worry, from my Kahoot you'll learn something. Apart from your academics. Non-academic stuff at least you'll learn. So 404908. You'll definitely learn something which is helpful in life ahead. Somewhere down the line. So 404908. That's the code. Okay? There is no one who could have prepared for this. Either you will win it by guess, or tomorrow is a holiday, guys, for Ganesh Chaturthi. Tomorrow has been given as a holiday for Ganesh Chaturthi. Right? Chalo, let's start in a second. Let others join. Every question has 20 seconds. The ones which are a little longer in reading has 30 seconds. Okay? So let's start now. So we are starting now, guys. If you haven't joined, please join fast. If you haven't joined, please join fast. So yes, we are starting now. So let's start now. Yes. So here we start. The title of the Kahoot is ZK Booster, General Knowledge Booster. The first one you can see here is, read it carefully. Which among the following is first Indian to win an Olympic medal? First Indian. Be careful about it. First Indian to win an Olympic medal. Options are KD Jadhav, PT Usha, Dhyan Chand, Leander Paes. Which one? If you don't know it, at least you will learn it today. Chalo, let's see. There are a lot of people who have not voted only. The correct answer is KD Jadhav. Basically, he won the first individual medal for the country in wrestling in 1952 or 55. I don't exactly remember the year, either of these two. So he won bronze in wrestling, I guess. Next. So Abhi, who is this Abhi? I don't know. Abhishek, Abhijit, I don't know. Is on the top. Ruchi is on the top 5. That's great. Ganesh, Neha J. Neha J is Neha Joshi, is it? So this is the top 5. Let's see how competitive it becomes. The next question is, this is a long one. Read it carefully. A game called Moksha Path was created in 13th century by poet Saint Gyandev. What is it? What is the current version of the game? Or which is the game which we play today is a version of this, new version of this. So there is a game which was invented in 13th century by Gyandev. So which is the current version of that game which we play? Even a guess can fetch you a right answer. Let's see. It's snakes and ladder. I was not expecting you to answer this, but good. It's snakes and ladder. I hope हिंदी में सांप एंड सीढ़ी कहते हैं. सांप सीढ़ी का गेम. Ludo के पीछे होता है. It's behind the Ludo. If you buy a physical Ludo, it's behind the Ludo. Nowadays people play Ludo on app, but it's behind the Ludo. If you see that game. Next one. So we have Shravani coming up, a B going down. Ruchi is still at the same point. Mukta Muni is in the top 5. That's great. Kalpa is also in the top 5. Chalo, let's see. It's still the second question. Lot of questions to come. Where are you, Pranav? I can't see you, man. The next one is, which organization built the Sukhoi 30 MKI aircraft? That's in news nowadays. If you follow the news, India has recently tested Mica missiles, air-to-air missiles, using Sukhoi 30 MKI aircraft. Which organization in India built that aircraft? It's an easy one. You should get it right. Recently in news also. Yes. Let's see. It is HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. It prepares all the aircraft which we need. Tejas was also prepared by them, for your information. Tejas is the indigenous Indian aircraft which we have developed in our country. Right? You must have heard the news. It's posted on the western borders with the Pakistan for any combat role which we face in the coming time. So it is HAL. DRDO do not manufacture aeroplanes. It manufactures guns, missiles, and all these projects. ISRO is only space missions. BEL is Bharat Electrical Limited. Nothing related to this. The tally has changed. Abhi is back on the top. Mukta Muni is rising fast. That means Mukta Muni is very much updated guy. Parinita, welcome Parinita. I'm seeing you after so many days, Parinita. How are you, Parinita? I'm seeing you after so many days. So you are in the top 5 as well. That's great. Let's see the fight, how it goes. The next one we have is on the IIT Alumni Council is setting up a world's largest molecular diagnostic lab in which city? So IIT is planning to start a molecular diagnostic lab, which is the world's largest lab possible till date. So they are starting it in which city? Obviously, you might not be knowing it. You may guess it. So all are metro cities. You may guess it. Okay. Let's see. How many of you have got it wrong, right by the guess? Yes, it's Mumbai. So most of you chose Hyderabad. I don't know why. Then people chose Bengaluru, maybe because they are Karnataka fans. But it is actually Mumbai. People don't like Delhi and Mumbai, it seems here. These are least chosen options. It is IIT Bombay project. So it is started in Mumbai only. But it's a world record. We have the largest molecular biology lab. It has changed again. Vismay N has moved up. Aditi has stepped in. Very good. Vismay is again nailing it. It seems like Vismay will win today also. Vismay not even in top 5 and then he suddenly comes on the top. I don't know how Vismay. Chinmay Kulkarni, welcome. This is from Avengers. Who does Heimdall manage to send to Earth during Thanos attack? Heimdall sends someone to Earth when Thanos had attacked. Who was that person whom Heimdall sent? This is from Avengers. If you follow it properly. This is no general knowledge. This is a Marvel knowledge. Marvel knowledge. So this will decide a lot of things. It seems like Vismay has a win here today. Let's see who is the winner today. Yes, it was Hulk. If you remember that scene where Thanos raises Thor by the neck like this, and Loki kind of requests Thanos that I will kill him. Please give it to me. So during that time, Heimdall sends Hulk to the Earth, right? Let's see who is the winner. The contest was close. Third one is Siddharth. I don't know again how. He was not in top 5. Well played, Siddharth. Aditi is second today. Aditi was in top 5. She was deserving it. Abhi is in the top. Very good, Abhi. Vismay is finally not in the. Vismay is on the top 5. Well played, Parinita and Vismay. You guys are on the top 5. I'm happy to see Aditi and Parinita in the top 5. Otherwise, these guys, Vismay and Advait, they don't let anyone win only. They are like, they have kept a monopoly there. Right. That time only Pranav, he kills the Loki because Loki tries to act over smart at that point. So that's all we have today. Enjoy your festival. If you celebrate Ganpati, may Lord Ganesha bless you with everything you want in life. He comes to your house with a lot of mudaks and then run away. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi, everyone. Enjoy the festival. Have a good festival ahead. इसमें Avengers इसलिए डाला ताकि if you are in rhythm, your rhythm breaks. I don't want anyone to get in the rhythm. अगर किसी ने Google किया हुआ है, तो suddenly वो GK की फाइल खोल के बैठ जाएगा. I don't want that to happen. GK PDF खोल लो and then GK questions करते रहो. So that's why fluctuation is important. Yeah, that's all for today. Thank you all. Have a good day ahead. Study well. If there is anything which you are stuck at, you can message me. Enjoy the festival. And may God bless you all. Take care, Advait. Bye, Shreyas. Good night, beta. Bye, bye, Ganesh. Bye, Mahavir. Avengers actually started my rhythm. Adesh, you got only one right. I was knowing that. Yes. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi, Monisha. We generally do it in a colony, but this year it might not be possible here. I'm in Delhi right now. So here we usually do colony once, but here it might not be possible. They are actually uploaded for every chapter Pratham. Just check the notes folder Pratham. It is there. Don't check the TLP folder Pratham. In the notes folder, it is there. Right? Yes. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi, Gaurav. Dhanush, same to you, beta. Mechanism is something which you don't need to remember, Pooja. Mechanism mein to you have to just understand, okay, this is the situation, This is what can happen. Mechanism is something which you don't really need to remember, because that is something which is not required. No Pratham lecture notes are in TLP folder, class lecture notes, right? In notes folder you have the printed notes for JEE NEET, and in board folder you have the board notes. We have to get the board note for these chapter also added. I will check that, Naren. Naren, message me. Keep me a reminder on WhatsApp. I will check that and get back to you. Bye, Pooja. Last question, monochlorinated product. Yes, A option. Actually, we have already done it in first year also, Chandan. I'll still do it. Where is that question, man? Yeah. So here, Chandan, you have to identify different carbons, man. See, this is the example we are taking in first year. Chandan, see this carefully. Chandan, see this carefully. I'll share the screen, just a minute. Right. Chandan, you can see the screen. So, Chandan, first, these two methyl, are they same or different? Yes, same to you, Naren. May Lord Ganesha keeps lot of modaks in your mouth while you are sleeping and run away. Yes, so same. So they will give you, both of them will give you same product. That is one. Correct? So Chandan, this methyl is same with this methyl or different? This methyl is same with this methyl or different? Chandan, this methyl and this methyl, how they are same? This is a methyl bonded to CH2. This is a methyl bonded to CH. How they are same? They are different, no? Yes, Chandan. They are different, no? So this will give you another product, let's say second product. With this CH hydrogen, you'll get one more product. Now obviously, CH is different from CH3. Obviously, this is CH, this is CH3, they are different. So one product you'll get from here, that is third. Now check these two CH2. Are these two CH2 same, Chandan? Are these two CH2 same? No, because this is CH2 bonded to CH, this is CH2 bonded to CH3. So this will give you the product 4 and this will give you the product 5. So total 5 products you got. Correct? Now draw the products. If you keep Cl here, will you get a chiral carbon? No, because both the CH3 are same. Right? If you keep Cl here or here, wherever you want, will you get a chiral carbon? Will you get a chiral carbon? Yes. How? This is CH2Cl, this carbon will be chiral. H, CH3, this whole group, and this is CH2Cl. This carbon will be chiral if you keep a Cl here. Okay? So one chiral carbon is this. So one chiral carbon ho gaya. Now check this one. If you keep a Cl here, then will you get a chiral carbon? You have H here, you have CH2CH3, H, Cl, and here you have isopropyl group, CH3, CH, CH3. So obviously it is also a chiral carbon. So now you have two chiral carbons. Correct? Now check this one. If you put Cl here, H here, again you get chiral carbon. 4 different groups. So total how many chiral carbon? 3 chiral carbon. Right? So 5 compounds generally, that means you can write it as 2 plus 3. So 3 compounds also have their mirror image, that is 3 dash. All of them can be dextro, their mirror images will be levo or levo dextro, anything. So total 3 plus 3 plus 2, 8. Is that clear now, Chandan? Yes, Chandan. Is that clear now? All right. लोएस्ट सम से पहले आदेश देखो, लोएस्ट सम यू अप्लाई इफ प्रायोरिटीज आर सेम. आदेश you apply lowest sum, for that priority should be same, right? If I take alcohol and Cl, even if Cl gets the lowest number, we will not start with Cl, no, we will start with alcohol only, right? So you apply lowest sum if the priorities are same, Adesh. Is that clear? So if the priorities are not same, higher priority should be given lowest number for both double bond. What are you trying to say, man? Let me see. Yes. What are you trying to say, Adesh? रुको यार, आदेश बोलो. For both double bond, I mean 1 and 3 double bond. You are trying to say this. One. Are you trying to say this? 1, 2, 3. Are you trying to say this, Adesh? Abhi, you have to include double bond, na? You have to include double bond. You can't take one carbon of the double bond, na? कुछ भी. You have to take one पूरा double bond. Double bond gets higher priority means you have to take पूरा double bond. ऐसा थोड़ी है कि 1, 2, 3 यहाँ चले गए. Who will count this carbon? Is that clear? You can't skip the double bond, ना? पूरा double bond include करना है chain में. Is it clear, Adesh? चलो. Enjoy, Adesh. Take care. तुम्हारे डाउट्स सैटरडे संडे में आई विल सेंड. ठीक है, चलो. टेक केयर आदेश. एंजॉय मड़ी. बाय बाय.